Qué raro. Sí, ¿no? Bueno, seguimos aquí en busca de los coleccionables. No tenemos desconocidos.
For now, everything seems under control.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Unas
Who are
preguntas.
you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, miss.
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough.
Ah,
Stay
esta
away
es
from
la
us
señora
then,
Cox,
if
es
you
la
don't want to
mujer
get
del
hurt or worse.
del
Since my
asesino.
return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
Vale. Vale.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the grave diggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave him permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Ah.
Can I offer you my medical help, Miss Cox?
Giving out for free. You'd make a poor businessman, Dr. Reed.
Perhaps I would. Please, take this. You will feel better.
Thank you. But don't expect me to owe you anything.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
Bot boy. A ver.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know, and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the Wet Boot Boys, Doctor. This is our territory, and this is our law.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
Pleasure, sir. Been a while since we've seen any new.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name?
The name's Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here, like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Do you need medical help, sir?
Yeah, I do.
So you can...
Fair.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done around here. No one gives a shit.
Are you so heartless that you could pull the trigger and kill someone without even blinking?
Have you looked around recently? Do you really think one more body will make a difference?
Goodbye.
She's got no idea who she's been.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
Behind all your crude words and your attitude, I sense romance and a soft heart, Miss Cox.
Romance? I have no time for such rubbish. I use Booth like I use everyone else.
Booth Digby.
You have no... What is it, Doctor?
Behind.
Romance?
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
You again. What do you want?
Do you know where I can... He was one of my patients.
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Parece que puedo abrir aquí. Aquí en teoría hay el bar, ¿no? Ah, sí, ahí está el bar, vale. Mira, una rata, calla. Calla, una rata.
I can't believe I'm doing
Bien.
this.
Ah, pues no puedo curar aquí. Vale. Desconocido, sano.
Mark my words, Bliss. These murders
Good
are
evening,
the worst
Master
of my
Delaney.
family.
What? Oh, you're a doctor.
I'm a tracker of these creatures.
I'm looking for...
I really don't
Who
know.
could tell me that?
About the sad saint.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
He needs to catch him.
Fluid. What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
Evening, Miss. I'm much...
Welcome back.
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
Pista. Tom Wilson. Vale.
If you're uncertain about your safety here, the docks might not be the right place for you.
I've got responsibilities. And it's not like I've got the money to move anywhere else anyway.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colourful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing...
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me?
We respect...
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London, and here I am.
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it neither.
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Ah, coño. Que
Goodbye,
muy
Miss
joven
Cavendish.
para todo esta. Mira, Don Watch está ahí. Este es
Good
nuevo.
evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
Hostia.
So-
Mucho trabajo.
How exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night. investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Have you heard of the Guard of Prewood?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds
Porque déjalo,
risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throckmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find him, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intent...
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
I'm looking for Sean.
It's not...
Goodbye. Good evening, Mr. Goodbye. And good hunting.
Vamos a ver, hablar con este. Ahí tenemos a la enamorada. Ah, mira, esta puerta está abierta ahora. Coño.
It's locked. Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the dock.
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line.
Otra
Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back.
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very
Oh,
well.
thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
Llave del almacén. Oh.
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too, I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her for sure.
What is bothering you then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Tom, I need... The important... Where... Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Cause a problem as to solve one.
You're working at this hour. That's what I call dedication.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Aquí tiene que haber... Ah, sí, mira, ahí. Ahí. Aquí tenemos para descansar y coger. Bien. ¿Dónde está el lobo? Recupera los productos básicos. Venga, va. Podríamos ir... Yo tiraría recto. Pero tiene toda la pinta de que el muelle solo se puede saltar por aquí. Así que tiraremos por aquí. Mira, ahí hay alguien. Otra desconocida. Y estos deben ser la pareja, seguro. Que me faltan. Deben ser estos dos, seguro. A ver quién es este.
Hello, boy.
Hola, chaval. Ah, no, un joven.
Good evening.
Did I...
Uf, anemia. Madre de Dios.
Scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
Soy médico.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
Ah, coño. Tu vida, a ver. Tengo uno para curarle. Tu vida en Londres.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
¿Por qué
Why
quieres
do
que...
people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Hostia.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
Vale. Está bien aquí, pero...
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
¿Tienes
Do you have a
trabajo?
job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
Ah, por eso tiene anemia.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists.
Tiene
They
anemia,
both
tío.
feel they should run the dogs.
¿Estás
Are you
solo?
alone?
¿Y tu
Where
familia?
is your family?
No
I
tienes
don't have
familia,
any.
tío.
My parents are dead.
Tía, sus
So
padres
you
están
have no
muertos, tú.
home. You're sleeping rough.
No, I mean, yes. I live on the streets.
Hostia, vive en la calle este chico.
This city has abandoned so many of its children. It's tragic.
I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Ah, mira. Esa debe ser la que limpia la pared. Mira. Rufus. A ver, pistas. Rufus. Ve como una madre. Desconocida. Hostia, es verdad, tiene el pelo blanco y todo, tío, ya. Uf. Está jodido este chaval, ¿eh?
Do you know a man who lives in this part of town? A man named...
Sorry, sir. I don't know a lot of folks around here. Most prefer to avoid me.
Well, I don't think you should talk to him. He may be very sick.
Thanks for the tip. You might want to check the Turquoise Turtle. It's a pub not far from here. The barkeep knows everyone in these parts.
Vale, voy a darle el producto.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
Bien. Hala. Medicación dada. Esta es la madre.
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
De la gripe.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in? I'm not sure the epidemic is what worries people most these
Estoy
days.
en su casa. A ver qué zona estoy. Vale. Mira, aquí podemos...
It's locked.
So you have questions about the flu then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you could just die in the gutter, and no one will bat an eye.
The orphan that regards you as a mother, please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope Factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
How do you pay the rent then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
I'm trying to locate Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where he could be?
You talking about the one everyone calls the Sad Saint? The man who takes care of the homeless?
The very same, Miss Fishburne.
I'm sorry. I don't know where his shelter is. But if you ask around, I'm sure you'll get your answer.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
Vale. Bueno, poca cosa me ha dicho, la verdad.
Please don't stay too long, sir.
A ver si encontramos alguna cosita por aquí que nos pueda indicar algo sobre ella o Rufus, el niño, que tiene como... Tiene como palabrado, pero por lo que veo aquí no hay nada, ni una pista ni nada.
The epidemic is what worries people most these days.
It's locked, all right.
Hostia.
Don't you think Miss Fishburne is nice to us? But I always have the feeling she's hiding something. For now, you're still the only real friend I have, Jack.
¡Oh! Habla con las ratas. Rufus tiene una rata como su única amistad. ¡Hostias! Y yo me las como. ¡Ja!
Stupid brat is gone. Good. Tired of the maggot always hanging around our house anyway.
My God, Seymour. Have you hurt the boy?
Of course not. Why do you care so much about that cockroach? Do I need to talk to rats to get some attention too?
Don't be so childish. You know I love you, Seymour.
But you worry more about that stupid maggot.
Don't speak about him that way. Rufus has always been the kindest boy.
Yeah? Unlike your real son, right?
Pistas, hostias.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
Rufus, tell me what you really think about Seymour Fishburne.
Seymour, he just scares me. A lot. Actually, he scares many people round here, even big fellows.
You mean his brutality is infamous, even in this shady part of town? That's impressive.
Yes, sir. How someone like that can be related to Mrs. Fishburne,
Hostia.
well, it beggars belief.
The patience of a mother for her child knows no limits. None of us would be here otherwise.
You're right. And I certainly didn't mean any disrespect to the woman who takes such good care of me.
How come you consider it your only friend?
I found Jack when he was a baby, alone amongst dead rats. Poison, probably. He was the weakest, but he survived. Just like me with my parents.
Like you and your parents?
When I was 8, my parents died in a car accident. Rumour says I didn't get a scratch.
You don't remember the accident?
No. I was little back then. been a blurry mess and very quiet in my head ever since.
How have you survived? Did anybody take care of you?
I don't have any family left, really. Except for the good Mrs. Fishburne. She's like my family now.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care. I cannot enter.
To every night, a darkness, and every dawn, another death.
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne. May I...
Of course. What can I do for you, Dr. Reed?
Ah, pues no, no hay nada.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
No hay nada. ¿Y la cerveza que ha tirado?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you...
Don't like questions or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
Nope. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
Seymour, why are you scaring young Rufus?
I don't like his act that gave me mother's trust. I don't like it at all. Little bugger who's like a fly around shit.
You can't blame Rufus for trying to improve his condition.
I don't believe in kindness nor innocence, sir. The boy is either a fool or a hypocrite who hides his hand well.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. That's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just wanted to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
Any chance you can help me find Sean Hampton?
The sad saint. Why would you talk to that cunt?
Actually, that's confidential.
Really? Okay.
Goodbye, mister.
El collar. Collar. Aquí tiene que haber un collar. Hostia, tiene algo estriado.
Good evening. Do you require... I don't know.
Is he?
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
You explain so much.
A ver, collar este. En el mapa.
Evie?
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
Am I really cursed? You explain so much.
Un collar. Buah.
Good evening.
I'm not sure the epidemic is what worried.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself. It's locked. It's locked, all right. It's locked.
I'm not sure the epidemic is
From Seymour to my beloved mother Stella. Fishburne, that sneaky bastard. It's locked.
Mira el collar. A ver qué me dice del material. Ahí, a ver, collar. este collar. Ah, se lo tengo que dar a ella. Voy a dárselo a Semi. ¿Dónde está? Es que no me acuerdo dónde está.
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
I have retrieved the gift for your mother, sir.
Great. Give it here then and take this for your trouble.
I also found the corpses. The ones under which you left the necklace, Mr. Fishburne.
Ah, so that's where I left it. I can be a bit stupid sometimes.
Have you no remorse? You don't even deny your crimes.
I have many weaknesses, Dr. Reed, but lying about who I am ain't one of them.
You're not a...
Could be right, Doctor.
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
You feel nothing, do you? No empathy for your victims at all?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
That right? Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from
Un
it.
asesino a sueldo, ¿eh?
Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
This rage you feel, have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum, I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her.
Do you think Mum...
I don't believe
There is...
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Ahora sí que sé dónde estoy. Espera, que me había equivocado.
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne. May I come in?
Of course. Dr. Reed. I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep. I've been nothing but worry.
It's locked. It's locked, all right. Stella, I know you are ashamed of your son.
I can't.
But
They'd hang him for sure.
I'm convinced. Tell me about all...
They're...
Your son. What did... Goodbye, Miss Whisper. It's locked. May I ask? The awful, but...
Yes, may
Goodbye, Miss Whisper. Take care of yourself.
Every night, a darkness.
Good.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mr. Whisper.
No tengo casi 3000, ¿eh?
So long, Rufus. Be...
Evie?
Are you...
No.
White?
Lo que no
So long,
tengo...
Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
So lovely to gaze at the stars.
¿Cómo curarme, tío?
The fog's been hiding from the lake.
Vale, debo ir por aquí. Vale. Voy a coger la otra misión secundaria, que es esta de aquí. Aparte los estoy curando, perfecto. Vale, eso. Vamos a ir por aquí, que sé que por aquí se podía cruzar. Y la mierda es que ahora... Necesito ratas, no tengo ratas. Aquí localiza... A ver. Recupera las botellas de ginebra del hijo de Tom. Me dice que está abajo. ¡Buah! ¡Buah! 22 y 15. Madre de Dios. ¡Buah! Puta, estás muerto, chaval. Ahí te iba a dejar yo. Aquí se los han cargado a todos. Vale, aquí estamos en la zona del siguiente coleccionable, ¿vale? Vamos a mirar a ver qué tal. Hostia, balas. Pistola. Ah, no puedo porque tengo ese. A ver, vamos a ver el siguiente coleccionable que sé que estaba aquí. Hostia, lo que tengo que hacer es mirar. Ah, pues tiene que estar arriba, ¿eh? Ah, coño, mira. ¡Yeah! He encontrado
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep
botellas
this
de
district
ginebra.
afloat for
Toma.
quite some time.
Otra caja. ¿Esto qué es? Otro artículo de coleccionable. Artículo perdido. Aquí no hay nada para bajar el puente ni nada, ¿no? No. Bueno, puedo llevar lo que es. Aquí yo sé que había ratas, Espera. Ah, mira. Vale. ¿No hay ratas? Estoy a tope de vida. Vale. Tendría que llevar el de esto. Vamos a llevar las botellas.
This is despicable.
Voy a entregar la
I can't believe
vale,
I'm
fuera de
doing this.
Hay que ir por aquí, por aquí. No me acuerdo dónde era el bar. Ah, creo que por aquí podía entrar. Tío, no me acuerdo del bar, de dónde era. A ver. Estoy un poco perdido. Vale, era por aquí. Vale, ya está. Ahora está aquí abajo. Voy a entregarle la botella.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit mess. No?
Completely amok.
Good evening.
What?
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
So few. In the epidemic, no one dares go outside. Welcome back.
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody well go
I
yourself.
apologize, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid...
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers. Just try not to...
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less aggressive.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Dinero, tengo que tener un porrón. Wow, 500. Hostia, ahora ya puedo ir a mejorar, Ahora sí que puedo mejorar esto, A ver. Mil. A ver, vamos a ver la nostalgia. Otra vez, Vampyr, a ver. Que tengo aquí la nota. A ver, aquí. Capacidad de sangre. Nivel 5. Nivel 3 está bien. Venga, va. Autografía. A nivel 2. Venga. Ay. Curaos. Bien. Vale. Vale, gente, voy a hacer la comida que me toca comer. Vale, y vuelvo enseguida, ¿vale? Hasta ahora.